Okay, so last session you were wandering around the crypts.
Well, what's this wandering about? We were focused and we knew exactly what we were doing. There was no wandering about.
Okay,
aimlessly.
you were aimlessly focused on being abandoned crypts. Had a nice little chat to a tree ant. Would you promise not to damage the crypts? And he believed you. You found a way in one of the crypts. You found a way down into this little complex. There was a There was a strange corridor behind a secret door that had all sorts of strange sayings in Dwarven, such as "I dye my beard with rot grub thing," and all strange little things like that that people have just scrawled on the wall, or carved into the wall in some cases. Some form of Dwarven vandalism. You got down to the main doors. You used the drift globe to create sunlight, and then hit the scale with the metal hammer, and the doors vibrated and slid open, and entered you into the into the main section. Massive hall, three big columns with a bit of rubble around them, holding up the level above. Doors all around the place, most of which it turns out aren't real. They just look real. There was only actually two doors on the left. You went. There was a staircase going up in one of them, up to the floor you're currently on. There was a few frescoes, one of which Elmster particularly likes, and has ran off to have another look at.
So is he still down there?
Oh, he's gone back down there, and Bert's gone after him.
Okay.
But yeah,
We left in this room with these 5 chests. Oh, they all had so much copper in them, and then something else, didn't they? If I remember right.
yeah,
They had copper in. They had, was it the chest sealed in lead and had copper jars in there? I think they were copper. Or we've
Yeah.
not opened them. Not opened the jars anyway.
yeah, there was copper urns in each one. But yeah, each of the chests was sealed in lead, which is interesting. And you've opened them all up, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a lot. You got a lot of gems out of her. There was a 9-inch tall silver statue of a dwarven priest. A lot of gems of different types and different ones. A lot of copper. There was gold. There was gold rings, including
Every single chest is lined with lead. Or just
yes,
one?
each one has got lead lined around it.
And they all had an urn in. Or urns.
Each one had a copper urn in it, but the copper urns are empty. But it's amongst all the gold and the silver and the gems. Elmster did tell you one of the rings was magical.
Right. I'm going to get one of the urns.
Mm-hmm.
Just tip it upside down. See if it comes out of it.
Okay.
Maybe
Yeah.
magical.
Okay. Yeah. Nothing seems to come out of the urns.
Put me on there.
Okay. Yeah. You can just about squeeze your hand in. It's a bit tight because doesn't feel to be anything extra in there or anything weird happening to your hand.
They're not extra dimensional spaces then.
Not that you can tell.
Yeah.
No, it feels just like the inside of an urn. It's probably worth it.
What's Jasper think?
Right. Are these copper urns different sizes?
No, they're all the same.
Oh, it's not like a Russian doll thing, one to fit inside the other.
No, they all pretty much look identical. Be worth a bit of gold because the craftsmanship's good, and you know they are fairly large and good quality.
Did we move all the chests and see what was on the floor under the chests?
I think you moved a couple of them to have a look underneath. I don't know if you moved them all, but if you carry on just shunting them around and that, then it's just the stone floor underneath and a bit of sand for some reason.
Bit of sand under each one of them.
Yeah, just a little bit. It's a very fine, light-coloured sand.
Have you seen
Is it
any of
actually
this?
sand?
Certainly looks and feels like it.
Have we seen any of this sand anywhere else in here?
No. Just a little bit underneath and slightly around these chests.
I'm going to put some of the sand in one of the copper urn.
Okay. You've now got a small handful of sand in the copper urn.
Oh, that's me out of ideas.
It made sense. Pour the sand in, pour it out. Is it still sand? Yes, it's not turned into gold powder. Damn it.
Wasn't there some writing in one of them on the base or underneath it?
Yeah.
Down, but I can't find it anywhere.
Yeah. There was dwarven runes on the wall, but a couple of you can actually read dwarven. It said in these halls which his craft has wrought, the master artifact Halsnod Darkshire lays his secrets.
Is the name Asnod some? Do we recognise it?
No. No.
That massive
Darkshire or Spire?
Darkshire.
that big anvil that I found in the other room.
Yeah.
Did you say it was silver?
Okay. The room that you went across there. It was a bit dusty, and there was dust-coloured frescoes depicting dwarf smiths constructing what appeared to be an underground table. It's an iron anvil, and it was sitting on top of a raised stone block in the middle of the floor, and it was dripped with little cobwebs. You didn't spot any big spiders lurking around or anything daft like that.
No one had been in this room for a long time, or it looked like.
No, it looked like nobody had been in there for a long time. But you didn't spend too much time in there. You just had a quick look around and got out again.
Walked out, yeah. There's two more rooms over there, Silk, that I haven't looked in yet. There's a big stone and a big iron anvil in that one. But them two
On the other side of the waterways.
Yeah.
Before we go in it, you have to take me back to why all this started. We were looking for a vast amount of, are they called dragons?
Dragons, dragons is what water deep cold gold coins.
Right. And that's money that Never Ember and Castellances had squirreled away.
Yeah, the Castellanders are looking for it amongst other people. The Never End apparently embezzled it slowly from the water deeps, like vaults and coffers that was meant to go for repairing the city and other things.
And the stone galore was hidden to hide the whereabouts of all these dragons.
Yeah.
So we've entered this room that was protected by that black pudding, having gone into what's this? The thing of skulls.
Yeah, you went into the City of Dead, and then you went into and then you went into the Brandeth's crypts.
So basically, what we found in here in this room, because there's only very few doors in this place. This isn't those vast quantities of dragons then, because there is gold in here, but it's not a vast amount.
Now that sounds right.
So there is right. So there's something else in here, not just in here, but in this complex.
When we're on on this walkway that I went on, Steve.
Yeah.
Like, what can I see down below? I know
Down.
you said it's 60 foot up, but I mean, is there like any?
Yeah. You're directly above the room that you came in. So the entrance would be. Let me just do it on
Oh,
with
so
there.
we've walked through that room.
Yeah. The entrance you would have come
Right.
in from.
It's alright. There's no point then, because if we've been in that room, there's no point in trying to like abseil down and look in that room. If we've been in that room, then we've obviously got to get.
No, the access to the ground floor.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
you're talking about
You came in that way, and then.
these stairs down the. You see that?
Yeah.
Those stairs take you down to the room where Elminster is with that fresco.
Yeah, and that room is roughly that way. Yeah, that room's through. If you're looking over the things, I've just put an arrow on the map towards the
Yeah,
top.
see that.
Yeah, those double doors that that's pointing to is the double doors on the ground floor. So these are the walkways above that. So it's quite a way down, but you're pretty sure that's what it is.
Alright.
So
Which would
you
make,
go and have a look around that room you've been into.
yeah, that would make these rooms on the right hand side be, they're above but slightly further along than those false doors that were on the right hand side.
So as I'm looking at this map,
Yeah.
on the ground floor, right hand side, there are what I'm going to say there are 4 possible doors, but they weren't actually doors.
Yeah, they look like doors. They look identical to ones that you've opened, but after you inspected them, they're not doors. They're just carved to look identical.
Okay, so on this floor where we are,
Yeah,
look at the map.
yeah,
We've got 3 walkways
yeah,
with the doors, one which Finger's already opened.
yeah,
There's 2 above that, which we haven't opened yet.
yeah. And
Yeah, that's
Is
right.
there another door further? I know there's no walkway, but is there a door or an archway on the wall above the last one?
right, I see what you're saying. No, there isn't.
There.
Yeah, there isn't a walkway or anything you can see above that. It just the wall seems to just go straight up.
So that could mean that last door there is a bigger room.
Possibly, yeah.
All right, Feng, let's go in and have a look in this room where you went into.
Alright. Like I said, there's a stone anvil on the top of a raised stone. A metal anvil on a stone plinth. And some frescoes on the wall.
We go searching.
Right. Yeah. Go back in that room then, Steve.
Okay. Yeah, you already know about that, so I'll take it you're leading the way then, Feng.
Yep.
Something's coming up there. Jasper's fault. Whoops, no. Yep. Okay, yeah, I'll just go through the full description of this room. The door to this room, it's very large. Appears to be made out of adamantium. Or adamanti, however you pronounce it. But,
Adamant's teeth.
Adamant's teeth, yes. He obviously stood and delivered one too many time, and somebody knocked his teeth out. The north, the east, and the south wall of this 20-foot high room are adorned with dust-covered frescoes depicting dwarves and smiths constructing what appears to be an underground temple. There's a slightly raised up stone block in the middle of the room with quite a large iron anvil on it. And that's covered. That's got little cobwebs and dust all over it. The only footprints you can see in here, because the floor in here is dusty, but the walkways weren't dusty. The only footprints you can see are where Fangs walked around and walked back out. So it doesn't look like anybody's been in here for a long time.
Any of these frescoes or anything in here resemble that little silver statue?
Okay, you can have a quick look around. You can make a perception check. So you're going over it. Yeah, perception check. Yeah, you're going over the walls, aren't you? Are you doing it? Okay, yeah, okay.
Both to roll one.
Yep. Okay, as far as you can tell, none of them look like particularly like that one, but this one looks more like a priest. While Silk's having a nosy as well, did you notice there's one of the smiths in the fresco on the south wall? The stone hammer it's holding looks like it's not fully attached.
Like a lever.
Possibly.
You seen this?
All right, I'll carefully try and move it up and down, left or right, and if that doesn't work, push it in or pull it out gently.
Okay, it doesn't seem to wiggle left and right or up and down. Doesn't go in, but as you pull it out slightly, it just clicks and comes out in your hand, and you are now holding a stone hammer.
How big?
It's about it's about the size of a small sort of smithing hammer.
Okay. On the other,
have a look on
the
anvil.
north wall and the east wall, is there anything similar in those frescoes?
Okay, so yeah, do one little perception check for the whole of them, and you have a look at the anvil.
Yes, see if there's anything that the stone hammer would fit in.
Okay, fair enough. Do you want to, if you can both make your perception checks?
Who?
Oh yeah, that's not bad.
As perception checks go, that's pretty good. Okay. It reads, "Let the hammer fall." Oh, sorry. Yeah. Right. Can you speak Dwarven, Feng?
Dwarven, no.
I can.
Well, that's handy. Yeah, there's Dwarven runes on the side of the anvil, and this stone hammer you've got, it's got Dwarven runes carved into it on the side that was against the wall.
What did he say?
The one on the hammer says, let hearts be lifted and battles won."
What about on the actual anvil?
On the anvil, it says, "Let the hammer fall and the anvil ring."
Well, obviously, you got to hit the hammer on the anvil.
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
Want me
Go
to
on,
do it?
you do the honours.
I will do. Alright, go off and
Okay. Give it a bit of a tap on the anvil with the hammer.
yeah.
Okay. You give it a tap, and stone on the iron. It doesn't sound like stone. It makes a metal on metal sort of like boom noise, and there's a bit of a vibration. Have anybody got any temporary hit points at the moment?
Not that I know of.
Hang on. No.
No. Well, you've all
Temporary 4. Temporary
4. Well, instead of 4, you've now got 10.
Oh.
Alright, okay.
So Jasper, Silk, and Fang have all got 10 temporary hit points, which is nice.
Outstanding.
Mm.
Very good.
Do it again.
Do you do it again?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. This time it just sounds like stone hitting iron, and nothing seems to happen.
It's useful to come back to, though, isn't it?
Yeah, not at all. I think we need to check down all the 2 rooms out then, don't we?
Shall we see if we can move the anvil first, or the plinth it's on? Up or down, left or right, or just spin?
If you want, yeah. Well, the anvil, obviously you can see through the legs of the anvil, can you, Steve?
Yeah, the anvil is sat on it. You can see through it, but it seems its legs are set into the stone plinth.
Well,
But you
Oh,
can
yeah,
try to
so-
see if the plinth turns and stuff like that if you like.
yeah. All right, I'll try that one.
Okay.
Some strength checks.
Yep.
Well, is that just on ability or save? Is it?
Just on your ability. In fact, if you've got athletics, you can use that.
I'll use athletics.
I'll use athletics.
Ooh.
20. You give it pretty much all the strength you've got there, thing, and it just moves the tiniest amount. You don't think this swings round. You think it was just brute force, and you managed to get it a little smidge.
All right.
Just let me have a quick search around the room, and then we'll move on to the next room.
All right, okay.
Bottom wall first, Steve.
Yep. Okay, yep. Having a good search around the bottom wall.
Eastern wall next. And northern wall last.
Okay. That's it. Get all your good high rolls out of the way.
Yeah.
What's in there?
Yeah. You gave them a really good searching around. You don't notice anything else suspicious about the frescoes. There's no more hidden rooms that you can find, and you're not spotting any hidden compartments or anything.
Jasper, anything leaping out for you? You being a magically kind of person.
Well, if you give it a few minutes, I can have a look.
Well, what do you know?
Okay, he starts doing some form of dance and waving of arms around.
You've been an helmet for far too long.
Okay, and while he's doing that, because that'll take him a good few minutes, and right, that. If you make a if you can both make a perception checks.
I'm going to get 1, aren't I? Oh, look! I rolled a 1. Fuck's sake.
What's the chances of that? I said. And so did I.
Especially
That's you, that. You've used all of the good rolls. I imagine you have just.
And now you've got the bad rolls out the way, so that's all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm used to rolling ones.
I blame you for that, Steve.
Yep. Nothing untoward appears to be happening.
I didn't think it would.
Why would it?
Exactly.
Who knew? Fuck's sake.
All right, let's head back.
Just let Jasper finish what he's doing, then we'll do it. He's just looking for magically stuff thing.
All right, okay.
Yeah, Jasper's going to be a good few minutes yet. Okay. Okay, you can make an. Yeah, you can make another perception check, Feng. In fact, you might not need to from there. Ah, yeah, you don't actually. Yeah. Yeah, you can make it with advantage this time, Feng.
Oh, rolled it without advance.
Am I just doing it as normal?
Yeah.
Right, do that again then with advantage.
Okay, you. A 1 and a natural 20. All right, you
How
can.
does that work?
I know that's just. Oh,
That's
Right.
That's not right.
you can.
I
You
rolled
could-
it well.
You can hear Bert shouting from what's probably up near the stairs. You can just about see him up to the way. He's like, "Give me a hand, will ya? Come on! Ah, this bugger's heavy."
Shouts at easy.
Jasper, you finish off here and we'll go and help Bert out.
Okay,
Right. Run to Bert then.
okay, yeah. You run over to up there where Bert is. He appears to be trying to drag an Elminster, who appears to Elminster's sort of like frozen in position. He's lying down on the floor, and Bert's sort of like inch him across the floor. You reckon he's got sweat dripping off him? He looks knackered. He's probably just dragged him up the stairs.
All right. I'll actually run round that side to make sure nothing's coming up the stairs after me.
Okay. Yeah, nothing appears to be coming upstairs. Elminster's sort of like going,
No, it's that fresco. He's still charmed, isn't he? Do you reckon, that door you opened in that room we've just been in, do you reckon you could close it again?
Why don't we take him into that room with the anvil and hit the anvil and see if it releases his charm?
Good shout. Let's do it. Got strength checks to drag him.
I'll just pick him up, Steve.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you're not encumbered even with his weight on. Yeah, because with your strength, yeah, your strength's not a problem. You can just pick him up, slap him over his shoulder, and you're not encumbered. Bert was encumbered dragging him. And you can drag twice the weight you can normally carry. So quite why Bert decided to run off on his own at the end of the last session to try and get him, I'm not sure. But yeah, you can pick him up, that's not a problem. It says, the spell will wear off soon. I've had to make him stop moving. But yeah, you can... Okay, yep, so you pick up Elminster and you're taking him, down to that other room?
Yeah, the one with the anvil in.
Yeah.
I'll get Bert to hit it, not me.
Good thinking. I just whip Elminster down there. And Bert. Okay, yeah, Elminster's in the room.
Bert to hit it.
Yeah, put him nicely in the corner, so he can't. Bert picks up the stone hammer. Whew, this is heavy. gives it a bit of a tap on the anvil. Again, it just sounds like stone hitting metal. And nothing appears to happen. And Bert doesn't get temporary hit. Nope, and Bert doesn't get any temporary hit points.
Right, unless it's only happens once a day. Or unless it's got to be put back in that cavity.
Alright, tell you what, I'll put it back in the cavity and then take it back out again.
Okay, so you're putting it back in Elminster's cavity and then...
Yeah.
Yes, sideways.
Again first.
Make sure he's... Hold it down. Make sure he's alright up there. Not blocked or anything. Okay, yeah, you pop that back in the cavity on the wall. It clicks into place. And yeah, give it a gentle pull and it comes back out again. Give it a tap on the anvil, and it's the same. Nothing extra happens this time. It's just like stone hitting metal.
All right.
You could be right though. Once today. Right, can we shut this door on the way out then and just leave him here for now?
Well, Fane was able to push the doors open, so he can probably pull them shut.
They weren't locked. I'll tie him to the anvil if you want.
Sorry, mate, go on.
I'll tie him to the anvil if you want.
So seriously considering it.
Well, I tell you what, I'll just carry him.
But if we get into a fight, you're gonna have to put him down. If he's still charmed, which I think he will be, as soon as he hits the floor, he's gonna run again.
Well, I'll tie him up and then I'll carry him. And then if he has to drop him, I'll drop him.
All right.
And then we kill what we've got to kill, and then I'll pick him up again.
Okay.
Comments?
Yeah, he's not wriggling or anything, so he's quite easy to tie his legs together, given that at the moment. With your not wearing the skills, you shouldn't have any problem getting him nice and secure. Ankles are tied together. His hands aren't next to each other, but you know, if you give it a few more minutes, Bert tells you it's going to wear off any time now, and he'll be able to move again. So he'll be able to force his hands together then, because they're sort of like solid at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Jasper finishes doing his little dance, and he goes, huh? That hammer and the anvil's magic. But nothing else in here seems to be.
Okay, that's all we need to know. Thanks, Jasper.
Okay.
Down to the next door then.
Okay. Elminster starts to come round.
Pick his pockets before he comes round.
Pick his pockets before he comes round. Right knob on his head or something.
That was the next thing, yeah. In fact, do that anyway.
Okay. Elminster sort of come out and goes, "Oi, what am I doing? Oh, why am I tied up? Come on. Why am I tied up? Do I look like I need to be tied up?"
Yeah.
You're a danger to yourself and to the party.
Hey, I'm only a danger to those that, try to stand against me. For I am Elminster. So, except he can't. He goes to gesticulate like that, but he can't get his hands together.
Bonk him on the head with the hammer.
Bonk him on the head with the hammer. Shut up, bang. Oi, shut up.
This hammer makes you feel better.
No, honestly, it really does.
Is it not working for you?
Well, it did for us.
Yeah. I'll try it 6 times just in case.
You just need to try more. You need more practice.
Yeah. All right.
That walkway in the middle, is that a gap in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a gap in that one.
The other one, there's a part of the walkways together.
What's that
There's Jamie,
distance there? And could I jump it?
At the narrowest bit, the distance appears to be about 7, maybe 8 feet. So with a run up, you should be able to jump it. Yeah.
I can jump, but I can jump 15
Come on, let's jump it. See if we get that door open.
Not silly.
Or should we do the other one? Well, we know we can get to it first.
Do you want me to tie a rope round your waist though?
Yeah, it might not be a bad idea. You tie the rope and I'll jump it, and then we'll do it the other way around.
I'll stand near, and then if you do fall, at least I've got you on the rope.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right, I'll stand there with the rope tied around him, Steve.
Do you want acrobatics or athletics? Let's do acrobatics.
Acrobatics for that one. Just bear in a moment. Somebody's doing something stupid in Discord, not you guys. I just need to mute that chat.
Why do you need to mute me?
Not you. Yeah.
Hi,
Not you. Another chat that I'm in. People have started doing at everyone stupid comments. So I'm just muting that because it was getting annoying because there's a few hundred members in there and everybody's going, but hey, and it's really, really annoying. Yeah, Jamie, right.
Jamie?
Yeah, you managed to get Elmister out of there and slowly dragged him out and slowly dragged him up the stairs. Then Finn came over and picked him up and gave you a hand. They took you into a room with a massive iron anvil and a stone hammer and started tapping it on the anvil, but nothing happened. You've tied up Elminster, who's now come round. And that's about where you're up to at the moment. So you've got a tied up Elminster with you that Feng's carrying.
Oh, you need sunlight to strike the stone on the hammer on the scale.
You did that to get in. That's how you got into this main buildings through the secret passage.
This is a
Different anvil, mate.
Different anvil.
Right, you ready? I'm gonna jump.
Okay, yeah.
Easy.
Oh yeah, nice and easy. Yeah, easily clear that.
Right, other way around. I'll hold on to you as you jump over Feng.
All right. Acrobatics, stay or athletics, was it?
I did acrobatics.
I'll do athletics then.
Okay, yeah. You can do that. It shouldn't be. And did you say you were holding the rope?
Yeah, on the other side.
Yeah, because you're on the you jumped across. You're on the other side. You're holding a rope. I'm guessing you're jumping across the lowest bit there. Yeah. Because you're holding the rope. You just about make it, but it was a bit close. A bit of it did crumble off under your foot, but you did make it across.
Right.
Go and push this door.
We're going to check this out and let you know what we find.
Right. Okay. That's another really big, heavy door. Another one. It's another adamantine, door similar to the other one. It seems.
Strength check.
Yep. Yeah, you can do strength check to see if you can push that open. Yeah,
17.
No, so it wiggles a bit, but it doesn't quite open.
Try again.
With the two of us.
Yeah, but the truth, yeah, if you're helping him out, thing you can do a strength check with advantage.
How does that work?
This door's definitely heavy. You think it's probably heavier than the other one, but it did seem to wiggle, so it's definitely a real door.
Is it one that gets
Yeah.
pushed
And
or
again.
Yeah, look, it definitely looks like it goes opens it into the room, so it would be a push one. Okay, third and final go, and
Oh, there we go. That's better.
did you both? Oh no! No, one of you only rolled a 19. The other used up a 20. The door creaks. The hinges are just really stiff, and the door opens up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, doors open. Yeah, opens. Doesn't open upwards, but it opens into the room. Now in this room, there's four. You can see four suits of slightly rusty plate mail armor, sized for a dwarf. What in each of the corners, each of the suits and most of the room is again draped in cobwebs and a bit of dust.
are we all over with muds and
No, that's what I said. I'll let you know what's in here, and then if you want to come, then I'll throw a rope back over.
right, okay.
Show you what. I'll tell you what's in here. Do you want to come over?
Hey, you obviously need my skills in there. I'll come over. Just untie me, and I'll come over.
Right, I'll leave him where he is. I'll throw the rope back.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll come over.
Yeah, you can make either an athletics or the other one. That name escapes me at the moment. Acrobatics, that's the one. Either of those, and you've got a rope to hold on to as well.
I'll have to be acrobatics.
Okay. Yep, yeah, easily jump across. A bit more of it kind of falls back from there, but it's not too bad. You reckon it's just very old, this?
Oh, I can't get across there. You'll have to move me over.
Yeah, that's so nobody accidentally moved the characters off and dropped 60 foot to the floor.
Oh, are you two alright to hang on for 10 minutes? Because I'll do detect magic.
Yeah, all right. Okay.
I'll do ritual detect magic, Steve.
Okay.
Does
Okay.
Jasper want to come over?
Yeah, Jasper will give it a go, and then he goes, "Oh, hang on. If I come over, who's going to keep an eye on him? Make sure he doesn't roll off or something."
Yeah. All right. Okay.
I mean, I don't mind leaving him. Oh no, you can leave me. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Just loosen the rope some bit comfier.
Just out of curiosity.
Okay, while you're doing that, the cannon goes up, starts climbing up the wall, goes across the ceiling, and comes down the other side. Just leave it hanging on the ceiling there.
Have me.
Steve.
Yeah.
Now I've gone up to 5th level. My speed increases by 10 foot.
Okay. Let's just
But
have.
it's still saying 30 foot on me.
Right. Let's have a look.
Is it 10 foot or is it 5
Yeah,
foot?
fast movement. Your speed increases by 10 feet.
Well, you're not
While
wearing
you aren't wearing heavy armour.
and you're not wearing heavy armor, so
I don't
Your
know.
speed's 40 then.
Is it what?
So your speed will be 40.
yeah, speed.
What could I
Okay.
done with that when we first the Hellhound?
We going in?
I'm doing ritual.
There you go.
Oh, sorry.
There you go.
Detect magic and then we'll go in.
Yep, that says 40 on your sheet now. I've just amended it for you. Okay, you finished casting your ritual.
Right.
Have a quick glance around from outside the room. The 4 suits of slightly rusty armour, along with matching helmets designed for a dwarf, are not glowing. You can't see
good.
anything on the floor, ceiling, or walls that's glowing. Doesn't seem to be anything magic in here.
So I'm not seeing like no magical traps or anything.
No magical traps, no hidden magical runes.
Traps at all, Jamie. No traps at all.
Yeah, I'll let them know what I say. I'll actually go in then.
Okay. Yeah, you go in. Nothing happens as you step into the room. You've got 4 dusty suits of armor around there, and
What's the 3 frescoes things?
on this, yeah, that's just on this one. It's not got the frescoes as such. It's just fancy bits on the wall, but there is dwarven runes carved into the far wall, which is the east wall.
Yeah, Silk. Have a read of that. See what that says.
What are they tasty?
It says, "A secret never before told will part Dermaphon's lips."
Do you want me to use a charge in this room? You want? Well, let me know if there's any secret doors.
Well, it's up to you.
I can only use it twice.
How many charges have you got? 2?
Yeah, I've got to.
No.
And I'll be able to do this room with 1 charge.
No, just save it.
So if I stand in the middle and do it, it'll
We
do
searched
like,
the other room to death and there was nothing in there.
what do you want to do a search first before you use it then?
Well, yeah, just keep hold of it for now. What does that say again, Steve? Sorry.
Yeah, it says, "A secret never before told will part Dermaphon's lips." If anybody got religion?
Oh, hang on.
No.
No, I've got Arcana.
Okay,
No, I've only got Arcana.
only got Arcana. Okay.
I've got Investigation, if that'll help.
Dermathon, isn't that a dwarven god?
He's the keeper of secrets of the dwarves, I think.
Oh, I do have religions today. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, if you make a religion check for me. Yeah, he sounds like a dwarven god. Can't remember quite what he was the one of.
What I will do is I will use my daily inspiration
Okay.
and see if I can get those rare juices flowing.
Okay, get those brain juices going. You can do this.
25.
Ah, now you remember. Yeah, yeah. Dermaphon is the dwarven god of secrets. Silk's just there laughing in the background.
Right.
What's going on? Shouts Jasper.
Nothing. We haven't found out. We're just trying to see what's in here. What's on the other two? Stayed in north and south walls.
Yeah. Knock the cobwebs away lightly. Don't get attacked by any spiders or anything weird like that. The armour doesn't spring to life or anything like that. Doesn't seem to be any more dwarven runes in the...
Send your message, Steve.
Okay, yeah, I read that. Okay. Yep, scanning around there, you're looking around, there's nothing seems to be on there. You hear this slight grinding noise from the centre of the room.
Back away.
Okay, and part of the floor sinks down, revealing a stone staircase going down. A stone spiral staircase. The floor just sank down, and it's like you couldn't even see the edges of this staircase when it was all upright. This is incredibly well made.
Who've done that?
So did someone press something for that to open?
That was just cleaning these.
I just told a secret.
Yeah, whatever it was me, says Elminster. I saved you.
Can we bring him in and throw him down the stairs and see what happens?
Just what? Use them to check for traps.
Yes. Ding, 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 ding.
Tell you what, I'll go back out there because I'm assuming we're going to go down. So I will throw a rope to Wiggle Sprocket.
Right.
Tie it round elements to get him close to the edge, and I'll do levitate on you both and drag you across.
Okay. How do we get back then?
What do you mean, how do you get back?
We're going down the pathway we found down here.
Oh, we're going down the staircase down there.
Okay. I have an idea. You could do that to get us across, and the rope won't be long enough. I was thinking we could drop it down.
What do you want to drop it down for?
Well, we're at 60 foot up.
I can go up and down with levitate, I just can't go sideways.
Ah, of course, yes, of course, yes. Knew that. Yeah, I could go sideways if you untie me. I'm very good at sideways.
And either pass the rope to Wiggle Sprocket, so he'll tie Alminster himself together, and then I can do levitate, and I'll pull him across with the rope.
Okay, yeah, so tying them off together. Hey, you're getting a little familiar, aren't you? Don't flatter yourself. Your perfume stinks, by the way.
You've thought long and hard about getting that line in, haven't you? Get that line in.
Months, someone. Yeah, all happily tied together. Yep, cast your spell, they lift up a little bit, and you just easily pull them across, floating in the air.
One New York.
Carry him.
Okay.
Pass him on the head with the hammer again.
Oi!
Just if it works.
Did
That's
it
still
work
not
this
working.
time?
Yeah.
I'll
Try again in a minute.
Yeah, so, Does
I
this
think
work
if
for
we all
me?
have a go, it might work.
Yeah. What if we try multiple hammers?
Out of
Good
curiosity,
shout.
is JR a ranger?
That's a very good
Jay out the
question.
range.
That's a very, very good question. Let me just zoom out and just.
Basically, we're guessing that the spell that's been cast on him is ranged.
We'll be tucking to the room below us on the map, and that's even further away. So
Yeah, you're now above where you've got. This room is roughly above where the false doors were. So if the false doors actually was a room, this room would be above that room.
All right, because I thought it was top left-hand corner where
Yeah,
where it was.
it was. But you know the main room that you came in.
Yeah.
Yeah, with all the doors, and it turns out, apart from two sets of doors, the rest were false. You're now above and slightly beyond where those false doors were.
Ah, well, I wonder if they all have an entrance, and this is the entrance to the false door.
Maybe.
Probably.
So you might find each room actually has an entrance, and you've just not managed to get in yet.
All right. Well, look. Who's
I
going
could
down
get,
first?
I could get
I'll
in,
go down.
obviously.
Someone's going to have to carry Elmin's now.
Yeah, go down. Stay.
Well, if you just undo me feet, I can walk down. You can leave the hands.
Push him down by his head.
Still got the rope on him, so you can just lower him down.
Yeah.
no, round the neck, lower him down.
So we'll just push him, and I'll just work him down with the levitor.
Yeah.
Still
Yeah, that should still be. That
I'll
should
go
still
down
be
first
running.
then. See
Okay.
if he's going to move him with his levitate.
Right. Let me just rearrange these down.
You can use helmets as a shield if you want.
It's not a bad shout.
The what?
Use him as a shield in front. Saves using your own shield, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Or you could even use one of your spikes up his bottom. And like, because he's got levitate on him, so he's quite light at the moment. You wave him around like a flag.
Yeah, you come down these long, quite a deep sort of set of stairs. No fancy markings, nothing like that. That as you're going down, it comes out into an area, and the floor on this has got some really fancy tiles on it. This whole area seems to be lit from sunlight coming from above, but you can't see any obvious source. The ceiling itself is adorned with carvings of dwarfs. Yep.
With me wanderer ability,
Yep.
do I reckon we've come down 60 foot? So we're on the same level as the room we originally came in.
No. You've gone down further.
Right, okay.
You've gone down possibly another 30, possibly 30 foot underneath the ground floor.
Right, alright, okay.
Well, yep. You get down there, everything seems to be fine. Is the rest of you staying up there for a bit, or you all going down, or?
Oh, I'll go down.
Okay.
What's that in front of us there that I can see straight away?
That appears to be a larger-than-life carving of a dwarf in armour. It's a lot.
Stone.
Yeah, it's carved out of stone, but it's all been painted and adorned and looks really quite good. I'll just move everybody down here, and then I'll put you back inside the map like that, and then you can just place yourselves where you were, because everybody is now down here. So yeah, I'll just go through the full description for this bit. And it goes, although you're deep underground, this area that you can see at the moment, you can see a corridor running north and south, which bends off towards the west. But it seems to be lit by streams of sunlight that's coming down from the ceiling. But there's no hole in the ceiling or anything like that. But it's definitely sunlight. You can feel the warmth of it on your skin. There's ornate columns going up to the ceiling, and there's carvings of giant dwarfs, sort of just like stood there looking. Some of them are looking up towards the sun like that, and some of them are just stood there like that. Except these carvings are a lot bigger than actual dwarfs. The carvings vary from say 15 to 20 foot high, and there's one directly in front of you. And Jasper's looking at it and going, "Done it, magic."
That isn't.
Nope.
Right, okay. Which way are we going then, north or south?
Okay. Oh.
Let's go north.
Here's the D4. 1 to 2 north, 3 to 4 south. There you go.
Okay. Okay. And this is a good place for a quick 5-minute break. Get a drink, go to the toilet, and whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just
Do we need
pause
to roll
that.
history when we come back?
No. It's just you've just finished your brew.
I'm just asking, Steve, that's all.
Well, if you want to roll initiative, you can do.
Well,
You
I
know.
don't trust you, because I do trust you implicitly.
Yeah, I can't see any
Oh, yeah.
reason for it. You know,
No.
rolling initiative anyway.
Yeah.
Right, back in scene 5.
Aye, another brew.
Yep. Oh,
Is that why I've got to do so many checks?
yep, that's exactly why you'd have to do all those checks. You stood next to Elminster. Because you know, he's usually up to no good. No, I'm never up to no good. I'm always great. And why am I still tied up? It would have been
It's on the
easier.
head of the hammer.
Oi! You messed up my
No,
hair.
it's still not working.
I will keep an eye on it, and just to see if the need of him wanting to run away all the time is gone.
Well,
If you look at his character on the screen, it's still got that mark on it, so I suggest no, let's just keep on till that disappears. Just a thought. And we've even gone deeper than the last one, so we're still further away.
Alright, I'll go up to the
okay.
top corner and see.
Okay, you walk along. There's yeah, it's very ornate. Like there, you walk round the corner and you can see a dwarf with a staff, and he's just appears to be polishing a bit the statues. Hang on, I've got a picture of him here for you. Let me just pull that up so you can see what he looks
Is it well
like.
lit down there, Steve?
Yeah, it's well lit. It seems to be like sunlight coming down from the ceiling, but there's no obvious source.
So I can't hide in shadows.
No, it's big. I mean, okay, there's still going to be some shadows coming from the columns that are holding up the ceiling
I'm
and
gonna
that.
shout to him in a second anyway, because there's a dwarf there. I need to speak to him.
You're nice. What's your name?
Oh,
Yes.
visitors. Wasn't expecting any visitors. Place is a bit of a mess. Can you come back later?
No, sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, my name's Brock Klanghammer. You are... And, yep.
Walk forward. and
That's-
introduce myself.
That's what he looks like.
I'll
Quite an old, wise-looking dwarf. Nice golden beard.
tell him I'm Feng Phil Butter. Nice to meet you.
Ah,
And I'll
Yeah.
open in my hand.
oh yeah, comes over. You know, like nice to meet you too. Don't often get visitors down here. So like tucks a duster into his pocket in his robes. Yeah, but that staff he's carrying's definitely magical.
I gathered, just from the picture.
Just from the picture, because they made it look nice, therefore it must be magical.
That is worth a fortune.
Maybe a bit of both. Maybe maybe neither. Except you've got detect magic going, so you know it. So it is.
Introduce myself in Dwarvish and introduce everybody else in Dwarvish.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. He smiles and nods. From there you can see there's what look like doors up on the north wall. There's columns holding up the ceiling that look like giant beer kegs with stone dwarves carved into them, but these dwarves are huge. In fact,
What's he looking like, Steve? Is he looking more like a mage caster, or is he looking more like a cleric priesty type?
well, it's hard to say. He's definitely because he's carrying a staff, which could be either. His robes, while looking fancy, they don't have any particular holy symbols or runes or anything on it, so not really sure. Not really sure at the moment. There's nothing obvious giving it away.
Explain to him, because he's down here, I suspect he's probably quite important dwarf. That we mean no disrespect to the Dwarvish temple. And
Oh, the last dwarf that was looking after a place wore a tinfoil hat.
he did, but if that was the case, I think he'd be doing something already. Let's just see how he goes. At the end of the day, if we need to get involved in a fight, then we need to get involved in a fight.
Yeah, but if we don't have to fight him, we don't have to fight him.
Yeah, exactly. Because we did say to the ends at the top we weren't going to
Oh yeah,
defend, damage or otherwise affect the temple, because it's still the temple.
Yep, and presume Elminster's.
But we can just be honest with it.
They've tied me up. They've tied me up for no reason. No reason at all.
It's from the head with the hammer. It's still not working.
I'll explain to the
Why
dwarf who's affected by that thing in the top left-hand corner of the building.
Oh yes, the ancient fresco. Yes, keeps keeps people from well, I'm not sure what it keeps people from. It's there for a
Coming
reason.
down here.
Yeah, but they can just walk past it and use the stairs. So it's been a long time anyway.
Oh.
Does it keep people from looking behind it?
Well, I don't think anybody's tried looking behind it so far.
Oh, okay.
You know, there's a wall behind it, but it's one of those things. So you're down here looking for someone, is it, or is it more exploring, perhaps?
Like,
We're looking for a
just be
man
honest
called
with it.
Never Ember from the city of Waterdeep, who damaged, hurt, and injured a lot of people. And we believe.
I'm aware of
People
Neverender.
Sorry, say again.
I'm aware of Neverender. He's not down here though.
But he's
Yeah.
been
Did he ever come down here?
thieving. He's been thieving from the city of Waterdeep.
Yeah.
But after the dragons to return to
Ah.
Waterdeep.
Jamie's lost connection. Guess he's going to reconnect to Discord in a moment. And he's back.
Ooh.
Yeah, he
Um,
yeah, he did take money that could have been made good for the city. Yeah, I know about that.
But
He's
basically
also
that's all.
involved, or there was another man, or a family, I should say, Caslancers, who are servants of Asmodeus. They have links to Neverember and to, well, the temple down here.
Asmodeus. Interesting. Demon worshippers. Fortunately not as popular as it used to be. Quite fortunately. Never.
Would you mind if we look? Would you mind if we look round to see if we can find anything linking Neverember and Castlands to what we're looking for? What's down here?
What are you looking for?
Information.
So either the whereabouts of them or the whereabouts of where they've been hiding the loot.
The loot?
I wasn't going to say money. I wasn't going to say that, James. I'm sad to think of a way to get around that one.
Try
No,
to-
just decided.
All that stuff that they robbed from the city of Waterdeep, I think is down here. Lots of it. And yeah, we're adventurers, and yes, we're looking for it. Can't be further than that.
Yeah, I wouldn't take that if I were you.
We'll take it.
Yeah, I wouldn't try taking that.
Why?
It belongs to the city of Waterdeep.
Who's protecting it?
The dragons protect it.
Dragons. As in dragons.
Yeah, he sort of points down and to the to the southwest. You can't quite see what he's pointing at. He said belongs to the dragons.
I'll just stick my head round past him. Or you mean the ones on the walls?
You can see him from there, can you?
I've just stepped at the side of him. With you saying he pointed behind him.
Yeah, you can see what looks like a massive carved dragon with a chest underneath it. In fact,
That's all the money.
In fact, there's a couple of there's a chest also up there, and you can see another one there. They appear to be in front of big doors.
So what you're telling me now is that all the money from Waterdeep and Neverember's robbed is in these chests underneath them dragons.
Yeah, but you can't take it.
And what are you protecting it?
But, I am oath bound to keep hold of it and keep it safe
till when?
till
True.
November or one of his one of his vassals comes to collect.
And why are you all bound to
I'll speak
Neverember?
to Elminster. What memories does he have of this?
What
What can
what-
the stone say?
What can the stone tell?
Yo, what's poppin'?
Hello.
How's your day been?
It's going alright. Yeah, one sec. It's going alright. Yeah. Hello. This is Anthony.
I can't hear you.
No, you won't be able to hit.
Right.
Won't be able to. But they're saying hello.
Yes, hello.
Yes. We are. Well, we're playing D&D, but online without pen and paper. I know, pesky modern stuff. It even rolls the dice for you.
That's weird.
And they've just found out the treasure they're looking for is in here, but it belongs to the dragons.
That's bad.
That could be bad. That could be bad. Yes. Or it might be. Or it could be absolutely
so there's
fine.
no alternative to this. It could be good then.
It could be good that it belongs to the dragons. It
Not
depends.
really.
It really depends on your point of view.
Could be cursed treasure.
It could be all sorts of things. Yeah. It could be.
Like the dragons are.
Yes, and one of the party members currently tied up because he keeps trying to run off and stare at this fresco that's cursed him. And so they're keeping him tied up. So, but yeah, it's all good fun. All good fun.
Yes.
How did history go?
Elizabeth was good. Power and the People was complete shit.
But you kind of expected that one to be.
Yeah. It was mainly the 16 marker in Power and the People because they decided to say how democracy and representation was used to change Parliament, and you had to do 3 different factors on how
that worked and it didn't.
Yeah, it's like it was. You have to give 3 different factors. One of the factors, obviously, that you use being democracy and democracy and representation, and then you got to do 2 other factors on what was used for development of Parliament, and it was just like we haven't learned much of this.
Haven't learned that. Yep.
There's very limited topics you could use for that.
Lost you at factors. Yeah, you lost us at factors.
Yeah. It's shit, but.
I popped your bike in the shed last night, so your mum won't get annoyed with you this morning.
Thanks.
I figured you didn't need that stress just before your exam.
Yeah. Also, I was. I didn't use my bike this morning anyway, so I wouldn't need it. So it would have just been left there for the entire day.
Which would have made her really happy with you.
She would have maybe murdered me. Anyways, enjoy your game. I don't want to bother you too much.
Well, no worries. See you later.
See ya. Have fun.
Okay.
What kind of dragons are they?
Oh, big ones. Big ones.
I am draconian, by the way.
Well, those statues are. Well, I'm not sure what type of dragon they are, but they're probably not. Those statues are probably not the one you need to be worried about.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's you. But what oath do you owe to Neverember?
I swore to keep his money safe until him or a member of his family or one of his appointed vessels came to collect it.
Yeah, but why?
A moment of weakness. He offered me gems that are hidden away upstairs. I foolishly accepted, but I'm over.
But you hold these gems.
Yes,
You owed the gems.
no, they're in a room upstairs behind
In this building.
Yes.
But
Right.
5 chests in.
No.
Well, obviously, Neverember has already broken the oath. by not giving you these gems.
No,
So how about
the gems are there. I know where they are.
also you can get them?
Yes, I can.
Right, so he hasn't broken his oath then.
No.
Right.
What? You can go and get them now, can you?
Yes, but I have to keep the gold safe. That is the payment for keeping the gold safe.
So if I was to go and get the gems for you and bring them here,
I already know where they are and how to get them.
But you can't leave the gold to get them. So you don't really know that they're there. Am I understanding that right?
Oh, well, they will be there.
Right.
No, because he said they're there. Bearing in mind, this is the man. You said this is his money. It's not his money. It belongs to Waterdeep.
I know.
So he's already a
that.
thief. He said the gems are there, but he's already a thief and a liar. So, as my colleague said, how do you know they're there?
Because if he
He's already
came,
told himself to be a liar.
because if he was foolish enough to come and collect the gold and the payment was not there, well,
Well, to be honest, I don't think he ever had plans to come and collect the gold. Because he's literally had his own memories erased.
yeah, I am aware of that.
Look,
So, how do you know?
I'll be dead honest with you. I said, we want that gold to return it to the city. It's rightful the people that it belongs to. It belongs to the people of Waterdeep. It never did belong to Never Ember. So, and I know I'm assuming you're oathbound. So how do we sort this dilemma out so it benefits all parties?
What can we do for you that will allow us to return this money to Waterdeep?
I shouldn't have taken the oath. I knew the money belonged not to him, but
Who's gonna know? Who's gonna know that you nipped the toilet for about 4 hours?
Right. I've got a message to the other two, so
okay, yep.
speaking to it. And basically, I'll ask the others, do you think we should exchange the Stone of Galore for the treasure?
Well, I was thinking about the Stone of Glow. Can we not use it so that we take his memory of him making that oath?
I'd rather not take the chance on this person being a fire-breathing dragon and Squishalone.
He's a dwarf.
That could be a dragon.
How can that be a dragon? He's a dwarf.
Dragons
Be anything.
can be a person.
Dragons are dragons. They have big wings.
Yes, and they can polymorph into people. This I know.
Of course, you're Draconian, aren't you? Sorry.
Well, he has draconic bloodline.
I also get bonuses to speak to dragons.
Yep.
Alright. Shout your mum was a slag in dragon. See if
No.
he does
You've had some
he
good
does it.
ideas recently. That's not one of them.
Yeah, I'll ask Elminster.
Oh, I'm back to normal.
Hey,
Back in the room.
go. If the Stone of Galore can help.
And I'll be sure to ask it the moment you untie me.
I'll ask the dwarf in front of me. I said, is there any way that you can remove this bloody curse on my friend here.
Which one?
This one. The one that
Which
thing
curse?
put on. I don't know if it's a curse or a charm or what. But whatever it is that compels him to go and stir it.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I can remove that. I can
Would you
remove that.
please?
Hey, look, you
Really
don't
not
seem like a
sure.
bad guy.
You do know he's carrying something you don't want to be around.
Yes. If it's the thing I'm thinking of, yes. If he's got something else,
Okay.
I'm assuming. Can you describe to me what you think it is?
It's an aboleth.
Is that the stone that he's talking about?
Yeah,
It is.
yeah. It's a
Right.
very large, very evil entity.
What is the stone of the lot?
Yeah.
Why it's in the stone, I couldn't tell you. But I wouldn't want to keep. I wouldn't want to keep it around, no matter what it's telling you.
Oh, so you don't want to swap it then for all this money?
No.
Right, so that's how that's what I was thinking, to be honest, to trade it for you for that.
If we think, if take on this aboleth is a root of evil, which I believe it is, then everything it has told us and given us is to get. It's only doing it for its own benefit. It's not doing it for us, or for Waterdeep, or for Neverember. It's doing it for itself. It, for whatever reason, wants to be down here.
Well, how about we take the stones back out of it to take its power away
And blind it.
and blind it?
Can do.
See where you're coming from.
I'm leaving Elminster out of this conversation, by the way.
Oh, no, that's good because trying to work out what Jay would say and
I'm still doing all this by message.
yeah, your friend is no longer attracted to the fresco.
I will include the dwarf in this conversation.
Okay.
I'll let the others know before
Before you include him, okay.
just to show that we're not trying to deceive him, basically.
So
So
you don't seem like a bad guy.
no, I don't think he is. I genuinely actually quite like this person stood before me.
Just
But
seems
now he
like a
said
very
that, I trust Elminster even less because of it. Although I do think Elminster is a decent guy, he's just he loses the plot a bit when money's around.
Don't forget,
he's got-
Albans have been
he's got
carrying this
to go.
stone around from the start, so there's got to have been. There's a high likely that it's been affecting the way he's been thinking and acting anyway.
Yeah. So I'll say to the dwarf, would removing the disc from the stone to blind the stone be possible now that those discs have already been inserted in the stone? Can they just slide out? Because it's a magic item at the end of the day. If you try to remove it, is it going to defend itself and like zap everyone in?
That thing's not just a magic item or an aboleth. That thing's an artifact. So there might be a ritual to separate the eyes. I couldn't tell you.
But Neverember does, because Neverember's the one who did it to hide the whereabouts of the money he'd taken.
I'm going to ask something else that you may not know.
Okay.
But the current Blackstaff of Waterdeep, I get the impression she's a decent person. But from what's happened recently, we could be being deceived. Blackstaff might not be Blackstaff. All I'm thinking, it could be, what's that nasty wizard called?
Monsoon.
It could be Monsoon in disguise for all I know.
Mm.
What I'm asking is Blackstaff Blackstaff? And is she a good person?
The Blackstaff is a good person. I couldn't tell you if the Blackstaff you've met recently is the same one I've met, though.
I'll describe the woman to her.
That sounds like the Blackstaff, but if you're talking about a
It's only because
Monsoon,
we bumped into a copy of Monsoon. Or it could even be the genuine Monsoon for all we know. And a tower was also recently raided. So that's the only reason I'm asking that question.
I do know the Blackstaff. I haven't seen her for a while, so I can't tell you if she's been replaced by somebody using magic or a doppelganger or something else. The Blackstaff I know is very trustworthy. But if you were doubting the Blackstaff, then
it's more not doubting Blackstaff and doubting basically pretty much everything at the moment.
Have you tried speaking with Lady Laffle's Silverhound, the Open Lord?
Have we? I can't remember if we have, Steve.
No, you were briefly introduced, but she was busy fighting Monsoon at the time. That's the one that cast Wish to wind time back in the tower. Yeah, she actually used a Wish spell to wind time back, so that the Blackstaff wouldn't be killed by power word kill.
Right.
So she's got a little bit of power, just a little.
No, but I definitely will do.
So
anyway, all that aside, look.
So
what do we intend?
You intend to give this back to Waterdeep?
Yes.
Yeah,
that's the point.
That's all it is.
Okay. Bert, you can make a persuasion with advantage. We only get one shot at it.
Who's got the best persuasion?
Bert's the only one that gets advantage with it.
It's not me. Trust me. Not me.
I've got +6.
More on persuasion anyway. Did that roll then?
Well, it hasn't come up yet.
Persuasion gone?
-2 on persuasion. Yeah.
There you go, 24 then.
Oh, D20.
You are of draconic bloodline. If you swear to me you will get this back to where it belongs, I will let you have it.
Yeah, I'll swear it and I'll speak in draconic when I say it.
Very well, he says, and wanders over here. The gold and silver and electrum you're looking for is in, and he sort of points at all the chests around there. However, if I find out you have lied, well, I will come and we will come and have a discussion.
Don't worry, if anything goes missing via this party, I will fireball a lot of them.
With that, the dwarf grows a little bit. Well, actually, he grows a lot. turns
Fucking
turns into a golden dragon, and just sort of flies upwards.
Well, are they good?
Yeah.
Yeah, gold dragons are.
Yeah.
I'm going to
I
stroke
knew.
it.
I knew it was a dragon all the way through. Yeah, I
I'm going to
knew.
stroke it like that and go, nice dragon.
Dragon.
I bloody knew it.
Well, you
Where's
were
he gone?
yeah. He sort of flies up towards the roof, and he just disappears.
I'll ask Wiggle Sprocket, is his pocket big enough?
We'll have to take it out the chests.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, do that then.
Probably best we bag it up as well.
But you know, he said that we were going to give it all back. That was just the money, wasn't it?
We're going to have to give it all back.
That was the money, yes. Just the money.
Well,
So anything else
Yeah.
here is
Yeah.
For,
the exact word was the treasure to be given back to the city.
the money.
Money. He was the way he was talking. He was only concerned about the gold.
I
was
thought
it?
so. That's precisely that's the way I understood it. Right, search the place.
Wiggle Sprocket, have a look round, see what's magical.
Okay.
Right, start shoveling.
How many perceptions you want for hidden rooms?
Yeah, 10. Oh no. Stand in wait. Hang on, just give me a second.
Look, can I pick a chest up and pour it into this magical pocket?
Yep.
Steve?
Yeah, you're gonna
Just
have
do
to.
it that way, Jamie.
What are you going to do? Grab Wiggle Sprocket and just drag him along the treasure?
And just like
Yeah.
pour it into his inside pocket.
Yeah.
Right,
Pour it
so...
into his inside pocket. Yeah.
And Elmer said, "Now I'm not cursed. Are you going to untie me?"
No,
Don't know that you're not cursed.
it's on the head.
Oh,
Hammer.
Well, yeah. None of the chests appear to be locked to it or anything.
Right, okay. Do we, does it all fit in?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. No.
There's got to be some magic items down here somewhere, or something that's a good.
I was going to use my wand for secret passages like you said to save. But I want
That's a good idea. That's a really good idea.
I'm just want to see the range of it because I think it is like 30 foot radius.
Yep.
Steve, is that a set of doors behind that chest there?
Looks like doors. Yep. And it looks like there's doors to the south as well.
So there's two sets of doors.
Drift roll. Wand of binding.
Are they locked, Steve?
They do seem to be locked. Yep.
Right, it is. It's a 30-foot radius.
But these doors are quite big.
So
Yeah.
let's have a look. That's 30 feet.
All the doors down here are big.
Yeah, this is true. This is very true.
So there's all the chests.
Right. Can you see that
fit in this
circle?
Yeah.
pocket.
Yeah.
That's basically the size that the wand will affect. So where do you want me to stand to cast it?
Yep, because he
You
ain't
walk
getting.
around with it. No.
And I can do it twice.
He could do it twice. That's it, and it does
How
it.
long does it last?
It's just an instant thing. It'll tell me exactly.
right.
where-
If you was to stand there, Jamie, it'd cover them two dragons, would it? And then the
Uh,
other one.
Show me which ones you're on about.
If you was to stood there, you see that pinging.
Right. So
Well, if you,
there.
it'd cover them two dragons, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And then use your other charge on the other side,
Well,
because there's
well,
doors
yeah.
here.
Well, you want me to do it there as well?
No, I was thinking more there to cover the dragons. we're going to have anything, I reckon it'd be near the dragons myself, but I might be wrong.
Right. Is that what you both agree to?
Well, we haven't
these
got a clue,
things-
but so yeah, go for it.
Right, I'll do
Before
that.
you do that, Steve.
I'll
sorry.
stand there, and I'll stand there to do it.
Okay. Okay, yep, you stand there, stand at the first one, give it a shot. Nothing happens.
Is it worth trying the other side then or what? What's these things, Steve? These?
The things without the dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, you've got the 4 dragons. That appears to be some form of really ornate altar, but you can't tell what it's to. There's no holy symbols or anything. It's just like it's like an altar in an archway, but the archway goes nowhere. But again, it's very huge,
Okay.
but it just seems to be solid wall behind it.
Well, are we pushing our luck being down here now? Is it worth just getting out? Because we're not being funny. I know. I don't fancy having a gold dragon as an enemy.
Not it, do I?
Yeah, just
I've also
throwing that idea out there.
But to be honest, I think once we return the treasure, we will probably be given a reward.
Well, I do myself personally, but
So I think it's worth just being straight up and giving all the money back just for the reward.
But I want to look round. That's what I do.
Have a look round, but be quick.
oh, and then you have a look round.
Top right hand corner, Steve, working round and checking those doors.
Okay.
Don't forget, you won't need to check those areas that are cast down on.
Yep.
Right, I'm going to start the 2 double doors on the top, Steve.
Yeah.
I'm going to check them first.
Okay.
See if I can open them. Fuck's sake, can't open them. That's one.
Now you think they are doors, but you cannot see a lock. And these things look ridiculously big and heavy. They've got, rather than the solid adamant doors up there, these have got a heavy metal and then stone slabs into the doors.
Right.
So I think that's the dragon's bedroom.
Bottom left.
You know, where the real money is.
Yeah, with the real and the goal is. Yeah, I used to have a good roll before, didn't I, Jamie?
Yeah.
What's that?
I used to have my good rolls up before.
Yeah.
He did use up a lot of 20s. And a 1, followed by another 20.
What?
I'm with Bert. I'm well happy to just get out of here now. I was still alive and not having a golden dragon as an enemy.
Okay, why don't we go up to the next level then, and go through that last door on the 3rd walkway?
I know we can do that, but I don't. I reckon we get out of here where we've got the money and we're
After we've
alive.
been through that 3rd door.
I'm going to message
All right.
the other three, excluding Elminster, saying I think we need to give the Stone of the Law to Blackstaff.
I'm not
It
bothered
was
about
as
that.
evil as the dragon says, and I trust the dragon. Just so it can be dismantled or even destroyed. What do you say?
Kind of makes
Yeah,
sense to me.
well, let's get
I mean,
out
we
of
could
here
even take
first.
it to the temple, because they'll
Let's,
be able
let's
to
get
destroy
out of
it.
here first.
Yeah, I know, but if it's on the way, it might be worth just having it destroyed on the way.
Well,
You know,
there's
drop
God
her off
knows
at
how
the
many. God knows how many other people looking for this money. Let's get out of here now before we get jumped.
After we've looked in that third door.
All right. Third door. And then
Yeah, we need to get out of it right away. After.
all right, go to that third door, Steve.
Okay, let me just bunch you all together so I can just move you back up the map.
Put it all together. It's easier to kill.
Well, it's easier to move you to the other part of the map. Is that
You know what? I was seriously debating. I was seriously debating while I was talking to him. Right, standing at the side of him, looking at the other dragons, to just put me axe in his axe.
Oops.
Yeah, that would have been a bad move, that was.
Yeah,
I was thinking about trying to backstab him, but I wasn't really. I would never think.
So, was it just me that thought it was the dragon?
Yeah.
pretty much, yeah.
Oh my god.
So if you hadn't turned up, they might be dead.
Right, no, we don't. We're not going into that room, Steve. We're going to the room at the side of it.
Yeah, but that's where you come back up the stairs.
Oh yes, sorry, we do. Yeah, sorry. All right. Right, go back over here, and I'll.
And don't forget, you've still got a tied up Elminster.
No, I'll untie him now.
Okay.
Only because I need the rope to get across here.
I've got a rope, it's okay.
Like that. We had this jumping thing the other week. We had this jumping thing the other week, didn't we? I can jump 15 foot for some strange reason.
In a straight line, how long would it take to get to Blackstaff's tower? In a straight line, at a movement speed of 30.
I will get you there a lot faster than you can do it in a straight line. Trust me.
Why? Can you?
I'll just go through ways that you don't know exist. But if you want to fly, fly. But I won't be.
So flying's a lot quicker than what you can do through the street.
But I can't fly.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I could literally take Wiggle Sprocket straight to the tower.
Hang on. Is this a tower I get beheaded or locked up in?
Let's just stay together.
That's the one.
Just stay together.
Okay.
After we've been through this third door.
Yeah, the third door is very important to Silk.
Right,
I don't know why. I can't come to all this way without opening the last door. Got to open the last
you
door.
jumping over, I'll tie the rope. I'll hold the rope.
Yeah.
Yeah, make your athletics check. I'm presuming you're going to jump over the narrowest.
Bloody hell, old man.
Yeah, just make it. That was a little close.
Did I get over? Yes. Just Am I alive? Yeah.
Yep. You are alive. You did make it.
All the way.
Hey.
Over.
Come thing. I'll pull you off. Over.
Over or off.
Whichever. Laces.
Alright, I made it.
Yeah, that's a nice easy one. So yep, you're over.
I see. That's really easy, that one, isn't it?
Right. Yep. He's Elminster. You untied Elminster. About time. He
Right,
waves his hand about a little bit while his hair rearranges itself back to how it should be.
Everyone huggle together.
Huh? Okay.
Pass us the rope. Get the end of the rope from the the ones that have crossed the chasm, and just do levitate again, so all three of us can just be pulled across.
Okay.
I'll fail me jump. I know will.
It's only 64.
Anyway.
Have faith.
No, I get -2 on my strength.
Okay.
Go on then. Use
Don't
all
have faith.
Well,
Okay.
over.
Yep. It's no effort to pull them over at all with the levitate on them. It's just like the weight of the rope. That's about it. If that, and it's just like, yeah, you can just pull the three of them over. There they are.
We're going to have a look at this last door then.
Okay, yeah. Again, big adamantium door.
Strength checks. Come on. Oh,
Yeah, it's not budging.
How about if we all pushed?
Oh,
if
you
you
want?
push on it, no. Should we try again?
Two of us to get it.
Yeah, two of you together side by side is most you're gonna get. However,
Oh yeah.
Silk on his own somehow shows you how it's done.
That's how it's done. That's how it's done.
It must be the law of the final room, filling his body with energy.
I'll explain.
Okay, yeah, the door to the final room that you know of opens up.
Wiggle sprocket.
Okay, the walls are covered with frescoes depicting a dwarf and some other creatures working together on some form of project. They seem to be surrounded by the frescoes. Seem to show them as surrounded by papers covered in dwarven runes.
Put a blindfold on Elminster.
What's the other
Hey,
creatures?
you know. Okay. One of them is it kind of looks dwarves, but not. You think it might be a deep dwarf,
Yeah.
and the other one isn't in my handy description handout, so I will.
Eat them off. They're Durgan, aren't they?
Yeah.
The other one, it's a Lithid. Or an Illithid. Illithid. Yep. So you've got a Mind Flayer, a Dungar, and a Dwarf all working together on something. The papers in the frescoes are covered in dwarven runes, but the strange glowing diagrams fill the air around them. And the one of the dwarf appears to be not looking at the work that they're doing together. He seems to be stirring towards the centre of the room. In the middle of the room, there appears to be an adamantine trapdoor with a pull ring on it.
What's that behind it? Is it a suit of armour?
That's a suit of armour, yes.
Right. All I'm seeing here, you disturb that suit of armour comes to life.
No, he's not had anything like that. He's really...
No, but that's what I'm seeing.
that's what you say. Yeah.
How big's that axe it's holding?
Enough to chop your head off.
Don't you think that'd suit you, Feng?
An axe or a shield?
No, that's an axe.
All right.
That's a big axe.
As big as mine?
About the same size.
Wiggle sprocket. Anything magical in here?
Let's have a look. Yeah, give us a few minutes. Right, what you doing while he does his weird dancing and stuff?
I'm just keeping my eyes out for anything weird.
I'll look for
Behind us.
secret passages and compartments.
Okay, which bit are you looking at?
North wall.
Okay.
Eastern
Can I
wall.
aid him so he gets advantage?
Okay, yeah.
Steve, can I aid him so he gets advantage?
Yeah, you can do if you like. I'm just going to wait for him to do all the walls.
You
But-
get advantage when you rolls to.
Yeah, but he's already rolled a
Sure.
20 and an 18, but, you know.
He might well get advantage on the rest of them.
Or a natural 20.
Oh, natural 20. So a 20, an 18, and a 25.
I might also do the trapdoor and the armor.
Okay, which you do first?
Trapdoor.
Okay. So you're
and
checking.
then armor.
So you're what? Prodding it around, checking it for traps, that sort of thing.
You got
Yeah.
10.
Okay. Right. Wait.
Bit finer than them.
Right. Okay. While you're looking at the frescoes, can you make an intelligence check for me?
Save or just intelligence.
Just a check, or Arcana if you've got it. And is your
22.
oh well, yeah, that's fine. The work on the frescoes seems to be focused on dwarven anatomy.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what you get from that. Okay. Silk, can you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Did that save?
Yes. Yes, it did.
37,000
More
darts
importantly,
came,
what
Yeah.
just happened?
As you
37,000
as you
darts
went-
came out the wall and you went,
and you went, woo! As you checking the frescoes and everything, absolutely fine. The moment you touched the trap door, these sort of like beams of intense fire came out of that dwarf's eyes, and you just nimbly got out the way so they just missed you, and they burnt two little holes in the surface of the stone.
Did you see that? How cool a move was that?
did you
Did I
say
see
in
it
that,
again? No, I don't think I can do it again.
that high-pitched voice and cut your knackers off?
It's like, oh my god, that was close. What the hell?
Standing.
Does the room smell now?
There's a little bit of scorch smell to the room, yeah, off the floor.
Elements, just come here a minute and just give me a hand on this one.
Fuck that. It's I ain't touching that.
You not turn the statue round?
Yeah, it didn't come from the statue. It came from the fresco of the of one of these dwarves. If you make a religion check.
And where were we?
Legion. 25. No.
16.
So I don't get advantage, do I?
No, you don't get advantage on that. No. 16. Okay. Yeah. The work, obviously, you've already know it seems to be focused on dwarven anatomy. This appears to be Dummerfun, Listerine, and Ladiger. Ladiger is the god, supposedly the creator of the Deep Dwarfs. Dummerfun's one of the creators of the dwarven race, and Listerine, well, he's a Livid, and they appear to be in these frescoes working together to design dwarfs. which goes completely against any creation story you've heard of for dwarfs.
Is that where the Duergar or Deep Dwarves came from?
Well, Ladiger's supposed to be the creator of the Deep Dwarves, and Dermaphron's supposedly one of the creators of the dwarfs, but none of them seem to have this Lifid Listerstein helping them design the dwarfs. So, either whoever carved it was having a laugh.
Or Sprocket, have a look in there. Right, let's get out of here.
Oh, yeah, if it's good. Trapdoor is magic, and so's that bit of the fresco.
He's my friend. No shit, Sherlock.
But the axe isn't magic.
No, the axe and suit of armour's not magic, and that trapdoor's not really a trapdoor. That's an illusion.
It's just a trap.
I think that's just a trap. Yeah.
You could have told me that 5 minutes ago, maybe, possibly.
It took me 10 minutes to cast a spell.
I
You could have
can't-
waited.
Get out of here.
That wasn't close at all.
Right, I don't know, Steve.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah. Heading
At
back.
least it was all, silk that it affected, really.
Yeah, wasn't an over effect or anything like that. It was just two intense beams, and he avoided them completely.
It was a piece of acrobatics you're never going to see again.
Nope, you probably will never see anything that skillful, shall we say?
And
Those are the words I couldn't have put it better myself.
Tom Cruise in Impossible Mission couldn't do it as good as that.
Nope, no.
No, I totally agree. Totally agree. I'm
And
wasted with
I would never have seen it again either.
Silk Cruise, we'll have to start calling you now.
Yep,
Cruise.
Cruise.
That's the one.
Ethan Hawke, his name.
Ethan, yeah, Ethan will do.
Okay, okay, you're going back across that bridge, heading towards out. Can you make a perception check for me?
There's everyone.
All of us.
Yeah, all of you while you're up there. Hello, Tyr.
No,
23.
19.
I know still got a duck on my shoe.
Okay, yeah, but you're too busy making sure your footwork's good and you're not standing towards the broken bit. Fang and Silk hear you think you can hear voices from down below speak, but you couldn't make out what they were saying. But it was definitely human speaking common, because it echoed round a bit, which is why you could hear it from up here, but you couldn't make it out. Silk, you could have swore you saw something move just outside underneath from. Let's see, get me marker up. Here we go. Yeah, just out of sight, and it's sort of headed down. Stupid thing won't draw now. Yeah, it went kind of. Yeah, kind of that way down and back underneath the walkway. Couldn't quite make out what it was.
Is that where the stairs lead to?
Yeah, the stairs go down into that room, and then you've got the room with the fresco above it, and then the two doors come out into the main chamber, and you saw something. It looked humanoid, but you couldn't quite make out because you are quite a way bit up, and it went round and it's gone underneath, so it's roughly underneath where you are.
Right, I will cast see invisibility on myself.
Okay.
It lasts an hour.
Okay.
So we think something's
What's the range on that?
where that blue arrow is, Steve. Is that
Yeah.
what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's also come round because that's what's left of the pillar holding it up, and then you can see that rubble. Yeah, and it came round the rubble and went underneath the walkway that you're on.
All right, I'll lie down on my belly and have a look over the edge underneath the wall.
It just says range self, so it'll be the same as your eyesight.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Just wanted to make sure it wasn't like half range or double or anything
Yeah.
daft like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you're lying down. You're having a quick
hold his
look
legs.
around. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You can go sit on his legs just to make sure he's only sticking his head over, just to make sure. Make a perception check for me, please. Was just Feng making this one. Unless anybody else wants to dangle over the walkways.
Oh, brilliant. A one.
No, you can't see where he's gone. He's either gone underneath it or out of sight somewhere. But you know, it is 60 foot down there, so it's hard to see anybody.
I'll try the other side then.
Okay, same again. You're going to be holding his legs there.
Yeah.
Okay, might as well put you next to him there. Okay.
Freaking hell.
Yeah, you have a good look around the room. You can't see any trace of them, but you definitely heard the voices from down there. So there's something, but you can't see where they are.
Right, all right. See, if they're going to go up them stairs and come up to us, all I'm thinking is it better for us to abseil down. Tie two ropes together and abseil down.
Oh, you just want to get down?
You can get Bert can fly us down.
I'll let the peasants down.
Yeah, but I think we'd need to know. I can't see anyone underneath. Is anyone else want to have a look, see if you can see
Lie
anything?
down, hey, stick my head underneath, see if I can see anything from the invisibility sight.
So you're going to what about you lying down, Bert?
Wherever Feng's stuck.
Okay.
So I'll get
Feng's up there. Yep. Get
down.
yeah.
Get my head over.
All right. Move yourself over then.
Is that where I'm looking? That's where they've gone. We think they've gone to, isn't it? Steve?
Yeah, you think they came round there, so you're looking over on that side. Okay. Bert's having a go. You're going to be holding his legs just in case.
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yep. Okay, Bert. Have your little perception roll.
Perception. Persuasion, perception. 11.
Yeah. You think you can see something hiding in the corner there, but you can't make out what it is. You can just see the outline of something. Because you are 60 foot up, but there's something where I've just drawn that little blue circle.
Do you want me to drop a fireball down? That'll flush him out. What do you think?
Don't want him out. I'm not bothered if we've got to fight. We've got to fight our way out. I'll just kill him.
Or you're just trying to avoid it?
I think there's going to be some major dudes after this. Don't forget we've been involved with the drow. Xanthar's Guild. So
I've been involved with it.
people
With
aren't
every
going to be playing
thing
around,
going
are they?
now.
Well, we've got to try and sneak out of here.
Yeah, sneak out.
I don't think we can sneak out because there's only
know.
one way out.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But if they go through that door there and come up them stairs behind us, as they come up them stairs, if we lower ropes down off these walkways and abseil down and then get out the doors the other
Yeah.
end.
I'll come over here, out where it's the opposite end of the room, and I'll levitate us all down in one go.
Well, if
Are
we're
we
gonna
not
do
better
that,
going off this walkway here, straight
better
down,
going-
because it's near to the
yeah, we're better going off that one, aren't we?
oh yeah, because it's near to the door down the bottom.
Yeah.
All
The
right, do
entrance.
that. Do that. But I was thinking this side because it looks it's more out of sight from where they're stood.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah, just
I'm not.
It's near to the
Yeah,
door
I'm
down
not
below.
going to worry about on that walkway we go, but I think
Yeah,
it's
we'll
better
go
to
through
go
each
on that
way.
walkway.
So let's move our characters.
Right, I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Just got to sort our Luke out.
Okay.
So
I won't
we'll
be
all move to here, stay.
Right. Yeah.
And then I'll levitate us all off the edge.
Okay. Right. I guess you're all holding a rope or something so you can all tank,
Even if we hug each other.
and that's enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, I just need to knock another point off. Inventory. So down to 17.
Ooh. Okay. I'll just group everybody up next to you, and then it's easy just to move you to the other part of the map. Especially how you're all going down from there. Yeah, I just did the cannon there. Because it'll just clamp onto Jasper's leg. Right, so just checking last time. That's where you're going down, yep?
Yeah.
Okay, and are you going down towards where you think the exit is, or towards the room?
This side.
Okay. Okay.
Make sure all lights and things are off. You know, just so we're not like flashing beacons at everyone.
Okay. Let me just modify that so that, you know, Elmer's is not giving off light.
And to be honest, whether it's too late or not, I probably would have done that as soon as realised there was somebody else here.
Yeah, I'm just making it so your token doesn't give off bright light. Okay.
Because I think it's fairly well lit here anyway, isn't it?
Some parts are, yeah.
Yeah, it's not like it's pitch black, is it?
No, not pitch black.
I'll be back in a second.
Okay. And you quietly descend there. Right. Yeah, you can't. Hold on, let me just wiggle you about, so just a... Okay. Right, so you can just about make out what you can see. We'll just wait for them to come back. So, can you see where you are now, Silk?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And what can you see?
I can see a small beholder or gazer.
Yeah.
Right, straight north.
Yeah.
The middle pile of rubble, I can see 3 individuals, 2 below it and 1 above it to the right.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So the gazer is there.
Right.
1 male,
Yeah.
2,
Yeah.
3.
Okay. Right. Yeah. I shall just nip to the toilet while waiting for Muzz to get back. Won't be a moment. That gives you time to think what you're going to do. I'm sure it's all fine. I'm sure they're just here to escort you safely out. But you know.
Yeah, do not go running in.
As if.
Because as long as I get to go first before them, see that point there, Tim?
Go on.
Just
go
there.
on. Yeah.
If I fireball that, I'll get all 4 of them.
Okay.
I'll show you with the ring, because you said you can see it there.
Yeah.
But it's all with my staff, so I can't protect anyone with it.
Right.
Because I was with me doing my own fireball last time, I was able to protect you from my spell.
Oh, that was upstairs, wasn't it? Yes, I remember. The black pudding. Let's go make a brew.
Right. I've just spoke to Tim,
Okay.
told him not to go running in.
Yeah.
So if I get to shoot first before them, I'll be casting a fireball from my staff at that point.
Okay. That
Because
sounds
that covers all of them.
right.
I'll show you the measurement now.
Ooh, nice. Yep.
So that's my plan. But I've got to wait to see what everyone does. I would have told Muzz as well, the others, don't run in.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
if
It's just if we're getting into even if we don't get into combat and they agree for me to shoot, I will shoot it.
right.
Because I don't know if they've seen us yet or not.
Yeah. Well, the advantage of levitate is you're moving nice and silently. Unless, of course, Helmut is going, there, can you see him? They're there. But I don't think he is.
I've explained to the party not to run in for this go.
Yeah. Now, the gazer appears to be looking up towards those doorways. The others are sort of like peeping round the rubble and that, looking generally up. They've got the backs to you.
Because I'll speak to them via message. So, and I said, like, if they want me to, I can literally fireball all 4 of them, like, now. Or do we try and sneak out? And to keep the noise, oh no, I can't. It's with the staff. So it's up to you. I can fireball and try and get rid of all 4 in one go. Or we try and sneak out without making a noise.
What are we looking at? What have we found?
Can you see these 4 people here, Moz?
So
On
we've
the left.
levitated down to the floor now.
Yeah, and we can see these 4 people.
Right, okay.
And if I fireball that point that I'm clicking on, I will get all 4 with me fireball.
What, out of 4?
Well, you've got one here.
No, I mean, what are they?
Oh, it looks like, I don't know, what are these things? One's like just one of the gazers.
Yeah, one looks like one of those gazers, so doesn't take much to kill them, but does still have eye things.
The dwarves and
Yeah,
some
there's
some sort on the left.
Yeah, the one on the left looks similar to the other guys, but a bit tougher. He's got a red bandana. He might be a captain or something. But the others look like they're just like either hirelings or they are all kind of wearing similar coloured armour. It's not very clean, not very well made.
Sort of like, so we reckon this is Xanthar's guild, Xanthar's guides.
That would be a good thinking. Yeah. Well, you know, you did rob his place last night, and the gazer kind of gives it away.
Yeah, but it got blew up. So he wouldn't have known that it was us.
Or would he?
Mind you, that dwarf could have said something to him, couldn't he? Before he accidentally died.
Before he accidentally died. Well, before Feg accidentally killed him.
Was it Feg that killed him?
Right, that's the only. They're the only people from Xanthar's guild. I
don't know if there's more down here, but
we're going to have to
what we can see right now.
out of this place. We either sneak as far through and then fight our way out, or we kill what we see and don't leave anything behind us to come back.
The thing is, if there's any more up ahead, he's going to hear it and come up behind us, so we could end up being pincered.
Isn't that sending ability great?
Well, let's try and sneak out the door then if we can. And you just keep your spell at the ready.
Did Feng just say sneak out? Did I just hear you say that?
Yes, you did.
Are you feeling okay?
As much as I like a fight, I think we've got a big fight here.
Message to Norballs. Try and sneak out, because none of us are wearing armour, are we?
No.
So we're fairly silent anyway.
Yeah, you're fairly silent anyway.
If we're going to fight, let's fight on our terms. That's what I'm saying.
But I will have my spell out ready, so... Well, I won't have my spell out ready. I will be ready to shoot my spell.
Okay.
Can anybody cast silence?
Ooh, that would be good if you could.
I know elements they can, but I don't know if he's got it. I know he has it, but I don't know if he's got it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, he might not have it. Let me just double check his character sheet for you. Okay, spells.
That's not quite like that. He just knows all of his spells.
Yeah,
I don't have to.
Okay. Yeah, he does know it. And yeah, he's got enough spell slots for it.
Because you're on about casting it in this area, right, Tim, so we can just walk through it.
Yeah.
And then when we get to that side, we could literally shut the door and lock it so they can't get through.
Okay.
No, once they're on that side of it, all they have to do is push it because they've already entered.
No, but if we underpin it so it can't slide open,
We could try.
Why can't you cast silence on one of us, and then we all walk together?
it doesn't work like that with silent.
Not anymore. You can't cast it on a stone and slide it down a corridor to make it silent anymore. It's an area now.
Yeah.
It has to
It's
be an
all
area.
He said it was too overpowered for the level of the spell.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast it on my boots so nobody can hear me sneaking around this fortress.
Yes,
Yeah.
but people used
It's
to
a
do
really
that,
good idea.
and mages couldn't cast anything there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a mage could cut his finger or his face having a shave and die. Okay. So, you decided what you want to do.
Are we all in
The
agreement?
head is-
Silence, then sneak to the door.
Yeah. How big's the area of effect stay?
20-foot radius.
20-foot radius.
I'll do that then.
So
20-foot radius is.
that's 20-foot radius. So I think that's a good place to cast it, because we'll be able to shut the door with not making a sound. In fact, probably be able to come over one square though. Yeah, because that'll still block the sound, won't it?
It would.
So if we cast it there, Steve,
Right. Okay, yeah.
we can literally walk to the door and shut the door without making a sound.
Okay. That's the plan we're going for, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just...
Now watch this room be full of enemies.
Right, I'll just pop that
It's
there.
going to be all the way out now, I reckon.
Right, that's... Yeah, that's a rough thing of your 24. It was roughly there-ish, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. It was...
Well, it was more in, yeah, it was more
Yeah,
in-
it was bigger than that. It's... let's see, 20-foot radius is...
Yeah, that's cool. So,
Right, yeah,
it was more there, wasn't it?
yeah,
It was
just
over a
getting
bit,
it.
So you got the door. Jamie, it was over a bit, so you got the door.
That was
That
it.
was
It was
it.
there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just position this over that. And make sure it's the right size. Zoom. And a bit there.
And I've literally got one step and I'm in there. Well, I shouldn't make a noise anyway. Everybody else is in there.
Okay, yep. That's roughly where you're going to do it. Yep.
Yeah.
Does that cause an issue though if one of you
Just
tries to
gonna say-
cast a spell, but there's silence on
Got
it?
to get ready to
Yeah.
dispel it instantly.
Yeah,
No,
you'd-
I can cast within it.
yeah, but if any of the others has to cast spells that require a verbal thing, it's not going to work rather than silence.
I know, but we're literally one turn and out that room. So as long as we keep them running,
I understand that. Just got to go for it now. Not run, because they'll see us if we make a mad panic, but
it's just like keep your head down and just normal movement, innit? We're out.
yeah. Look, let's just do it because we're gonna have another fight anyway.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Anyway, else you can drop the silence in there. Okay, and Okay. Yeah, you're all in the silence apart from Bert. So, because you're just outside the silence, I'll give you a stealth check with advantage, Bert, to make no noise stepping into it.
Advantage.
With advantage.
What is it actually? It is stealth, isn't it?
Yeah,
14.
14. Okay. With advantage, yeah, you step into the the guards don't seem to have spotted you from that. You move into the silence. So you're all in silence now. Presumably you're going to be making your way down there.
Yeah, I'll just put my hand on wiggle sprocket because I'm going to walk backwards.
Okay.
I'm keeping my eye on the enemy basically.
Yeah.
And it's just, if I need to let rip a fireball, I will.
Okay. Right. Now I'm going to throw the turn order up.
All right, okay, I'll move back.
Yeah, I'll stick the turn order here for me. Right. The three guards definitely didn't notice you, but the gazer did.
Oh, the gazer did.
Yes.
Well, in that case, is the gazer classed as a monster?
Yep.
Right, hold monster.
Okay.
And that way, they wouldn't have heard me. And the other guards may not have noticed.
Yeah, the other guards haven't noticed. The only thing out of those that would notice you coming down and going into that was that gazer.
So, the gazer needs to make. What is it? I'm sure it's 17.
Right. Somebody wanna
17.
yeah. Somebody wanna roll initiative for Elminster, and I'll add his bonuses on.
I can only roll a d20.
Yeah, that'll do.
9. I don't know if he gets pluses.
Yeah, he does. Let me
Dex
just.
bonus that you get on that.
Yeah, it is.
So whatever his dex bonus is.
Yeah, his initiative gives him +5 and a bit.
So that would be 14 now.
Yeah. 14.4. .04. Okay, and Jasper. Sorry for making this bit a little complicated. Stupid thing, it keeps selecting the damn stupid circle as a damn token. Okay, I'll reorder them. I will now roll just for this monster this round. Except for some reason that button's not working. Huh. Okay, I'll do it a different way. Okay, right, okay, and we're gonna order those like that. Elminster swaps his with yours if you're willing, Bert.
Yeah.
Yep. Because he can. Yep. What was just 12 point something? I'll put it in that as that. Okay. So Silk, you can go first. You're already in the silence. Are you doing anything or just walking through? Or you're just going to hold off and attack just in case anything happens?
I'm going to go, 5,